Might I interest you in my humble wares? Hope to see you again.
No purchases to be made today, I see. I just hope the shopkeep understands.
Gold is a resource best spent judiciously.
In another world, I learned that a forgotten rift stone lies nearby. Shall I escort you there, Master?
I'll carefully conserve my strength and endeavor to survive every battle by way of sound strategy and defensive tactics.
Goblins, Master!
You have no means of exploiting our enemy's weakness.
Let my magics grant you an elemental boon.
How might I serve you, Arisen?
I've just recalled a little tidbit I heard from the locals.
How are we to get through this door?
Hang in there, Master! I am coming to assist!
I must earn.
How is a welcome sight?
Halt! You are approaching the gates of Vernworth, capital of Vermund. None may pass without the proper documents. If you've an entry permit, an invitation, or proof of citizenship, present it now. I see. So you are to meet with Captain Brandt. I shan't impede you then. Come with me.
I was informed of your coming, would-be Arisen.
Captain Brandt, you should know that this individual fought valiantly to defend the troops. The Watchhead told me himself.
As decreed by the great will of our world, there can only be one Arisen. That Arisen now resides within the palace. Indeed, he is our sovereign and the rightful ruler of Vermund. It follows, therefore, that this ruffian before us is naught but a pretender. You must submit to questioning. If you value your life, you will not attempt to flee. I shall conduct the interrogation myself. Stand watch outside. I beg your forgiveness for my insolence, Your Majesty. If the Queen Regent had learned of your existence, I fear your life would have been in peril. I had no choice but to treat you as a pretender, lest my actions draw suspicion from watchful eyes. Then you have truly lost your memory? In that case, mayhap I ought to explain the situation before we proceed. You, and no other, are the Sovereign, the only legitimate ruler of this kingdom. Some days past, you confronted the dragon in the village of Melv, whereupon you became arisen. The people rejoiced, for our true liege had finally appeared, and in Vermont's long years of council rule. Yet, not all celebrated your coming. Your arrival would have robbed the Queen Regent Disa of everything. During the time of the previous consul, she acted as a queen in her own right, ruling the palace as she saw fit. And just after the consul's passing, when 'twas all but certain that her son would take his father's place, word reached the castle that the Arisen had been found. To Disa, Your Majesty's very existence is naught but an obstacle to her own family's continued prosperity. The assassination of the Arisen is an impossible feat for mortal hands. Thus, Disa chose to abduct Your Majesty while you recovered from your wounds, in order to rob you of your memory with a fell curse and sell you to Batal as a slave. Following that, she prepared a replacement to serve as the Sovereign in your stead, a mere puppet. However, with Your Majesty returned, I have no intention of twiddling my thumbs as Disa plays her games. I shall devise some plans to further our cause. Pray, visit me a night in the tavern that we might discuss them. This one's cleared of all suspicion, and has my permission to remain in the capital. You are to trouble the good sir no further. Are we clear?
Pray forgive me, I'm in a bit of a hurry.
Consign it! Get back here! You there! Did you see an urchin in a cap run past just now? Can you tell me which way he went? Many thanks. I'll catch that wretch yet.
You're a kind one, aren't you? 'Twould seem I am in your debt. In fact, there's aught I would ask of you if you've the time to spare.
Aha! There you are!
Oh, apologies, but our chat will have to wait. Till next...
I should very much like to rejoin you, Master.
While you're here, eh? So, need anything? Many thanks.
I do so enjoy stocking up on supplies.
I hope our coin purse isn't too much lighter.
You have my support.
I've all manner of arms for sale. Come, have yourself. Have a look. Welcome to Bjorn's Art, and quality is what you need if you want to survive. So before you check the... price, just remember. Misers die early death. Hope to see you again.
Oh, what does this say?
Shall we take a closer look?
I hope the weather holds.
Welcome to Bjorn's Arm, and quality is what you need if you want to survive. So before you check the price, many thanks. I appreciate the business. Fancy a look at my wares? Am I shedding?
Must be my Greetings. Welcome to the... Here we conduct all manner of procedures pertaining to vocations. If there is aught I may assist you with, simply say the word. Forgive me, but I'm afraid we are not accepting registration. You see, as we currently have no, and we cannot simply purchase more, as the delivery of arms and so regrettably I cannot assist you. Let me see. What else can I tell you of our guild? Methinks Roderick will be able to tell you. He runs the local armory, and we purchase almost all of our stock from him. May fortune smile upon you, sir.
Whence might we procure such a thing? Weapons are simple enough to procure if we've the coin. But we might be lucky enough to find some in treasure.
Good day to you.
Well met. You are come to Shakir's Inn, a place of respite for the weary traveller. You will soon forget the fatigue of a long journey when treated to the foremost hospitality in all Vernworth. Much obliged.
Neglect my ledger.
That looks promising. Any ideas as to how we might reach it?
All this walking's made my legs ache. Living hard.
Days like this might as well take a look while you're here, eh? Many thanks. Need anything?
I'll go and open the chest. I am attentive and loyal, and prefer to remain by your side. In battle, I shall follow your lead and prioritize support. The time of our parting is come. Thank you for everything, Arisen. Are you fit to travel? Then let's not dawdle.
There is a rumor whispered among pawns that I have oft pondered. The gist of it is, when pawns travel beyond the rift, we can contract a peculiar illness that imperils the lives of those around us. At first, we are only restless and excitable, but in time we become so unruly that even the Arisen holds no sway over us.
Indeed. Well, we shall have to remain watchful, lest one of our company should start showing signs of this.
Well met. You will soon forget the fatigue of a long journey when treated to the form. You know where to find me. I fear I've no wisdom to offer. It's quiet about. Well met, sir.
Mayhap this ladder is here for a reason.
We ought to put it to good use.
Welcome to the Star Drop Inn. We serve all manner of fine ales here. Shall I pour you a cup to start you off? Always a pleasure.
We could do with the lantern's light. 'Tis a glad thing I came prepared.
Thank you.
Hoi, friend. Klaus sent word that you've agreed to rescue some of my pilfered equipment. Fair warning. Goblins are behind these ox cart raids, I've since learned. No doubt they're hoarding the stolen arms in their den. From the tell of it, their lair lies somewhere along the western road. Pray do be careful. If aught were to go awry, 'twould weigh heavily on my heart. Losing my wares for good would make me sore, but no sack of gold can compare to a fellow life, eh?
Over here, if you please.
Weapons are simple enough to procure if we've the coin. But we might be lucky enough to find some in treasure chests.
Welcome. And quality's what you need if you want to survive. So before you check the price, many thanks. I appreciate the business.
This really is fine craftsmanship. The goblins, I hope you can reclaim aught from the fiends. 'Twould bring me peace of mind to know someone taught them a lesson at least.
Tis this way.
Well, look while you're here, eh?
Life's been pretty kind to me. All my troubles clean away.
Say, you've got a decent arm on you. No need to be humble. Just the other day, I watched you fell a massive monster with my own two eyes. I've ne'er seen the like. Pray, sir, teach me to fight like you do. I'm after an instructor, see, but the ones in this city are cravens all. The sort that decided to teach to avoid the battlefield. If I'm to grow stronger, I need to learn from someone who's seen actual battle. A real warrior, such as yourself. Won't you give me a chance? And this Baron fellow, he's a real warrior? I suppose you wouldn't recommend him if he wasn't. And after all, I've seen your prowess. I'm inclined to trust your judgment. Many thanks, sir. Methinks I'll seek out this Baron and see what he can teach me.
I shall inform you if I learn aught of worth. Sir Baron's request is quite understandable. Weaponry and motivated soldiers are the pillars of any military. I am attentive and loyal, and prefer to remain by your side. In battle, I shall follow your lead and prioritize support.
Mayhap I'll seek out a town I've yet to visit.
Good day, sir. What might you be looking for?
Welcome, good sir. Should you so desire, I can help you find your truest self. Hope to see you again.
Good day, sir. What might you be looking for?
Let's see. Where to next? Am I shedding? Must be my winter cloak growing in.
I've wares of every ilk. Now, where was I bound to...
Have you a different destination in mind, Master? Very well. I shall follow your lead instead.
The Arisen decides our path. We have but to follow.
Might as well take a look while you're here, eh? Business could be better, but I've weathered worse. Times change, but there's always coin to be made. Many thanks. Might as well take a look while you're here, eh?
Been a while since I heard a good story.
I'm to be heading.
There's a ladder here.
Ah, excellent find.
Oi there! All I ask is that you hear my request. What have you got to lose? My thanks, sir. As to the matter at hand, I've been holding off service on account of all the monsters on the road. But now, only trouble is, there are still monsters about. That's where you come in. See, I've got a letter here from Lady Margit. Look, I'd like you to accompany the cart in my stead and see to it that the letter reaches its recipient. What say you, friend? Splendid! I knew I was right to put my faith in you. Now, the carts only depart at certain hours of the day. And mind you, don't forget to pay your way before you board. That's standard practice. Each cart travels with an escort of trained soldiers, see? In case it encounters any monsters out on the road. So anyone thinking of riding for free will have to take the issue up with them. But enough of my lecturing. Just make sure that letter gets to Sir Leonard. Then come... Oh, and I'll pay your fare this time. Come find me when you've delivered that letter. I'll be waiting to hear from you.
Let us see this delivered swiftly and intact. Weapons are simple enough to procure if we've the coin. But we might be lucky enough to find some in treasure chest.
True enough. A fine place to harvest some ingredients.
No harm in picking a few.
Gather round! Treat your ears to it! Aye, got some coin to spare your humble storyteller? Much appreciated.
Say, well, if you do visit, you might want to... I hear he sets out to sea on his boat, day after day, only to be returned to shore by the bride again and again. As if that wasn't queer enough, he's apt to talk your ear off about... I cannot fathom his obsession. I suppose losing his family must have driven him to madness.
Gather round! Treat your ears to a tale by Should my tale entertain you?
Greetings. Here we conduct all manner of procedures pertaining to vocations. If there is aught I may assist you... Simply say the word. Always a pleasure.
I can imagine no one better to lead the vanguard than you, Master.
A vocation well chosen, Arisen.
Well met, sir.
Greetings. Welcome to the... Here, we conduct all manner of procedures pertaining to vocation. If there is aught I may assist you with, simply say the word. Do come again.
Well met, sir.
Greetings. Here, we conduct all manner of procedures pertaining to vocations. If there is aught I may assist you with, simply say the word. Do come again.
Yon path leads not to our destination. If you would prefer to explore, I shall guide you another time.
There will be other opportunities to lead.